Hello, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andres.
And we're from the Chasing the Dragon Gaming Podcast.
We typically bring you audio podcasts every other week on different subjects over on SoundCloud. But today we're here to bring to you a special video walkthrough and overview of...
The game is Wir sind das Volk. The English title is We Are the People. The game was designed by Sylvester and Richard Sivél and published by German publisher Histogame. It was released this autumn to coincide with the 25th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall on November 9th, 1989. And that's actually today, the day that we're releasing the video. So that's very exciting. So Wir sind das Volk, We Are the People, was the main slogan of the East German demonstrators during the year of when the wall fell.
Wir sind das Volk is an asymmetrical two-player game about the history of Cold War Germany. One player will play as the East and the other player will play as the West, respectively. The game takes place over 4 decades, from 1945 until 1989, each split up into 2 rounds for a total of 8 rounds. Each round is over once all 7 action cards have been dealt and played.
So there's a total of 16 rounds in the game, and once you get to the end, the game is over. Both players use their action cards to build up their economies by building factories and infrastructure. So now you notice I have a little Russian dog. He's a Russian toy, so he's going to be rooting for East Germany. Go East Germany! So both players use action cards to build up their economies and increase their living standards. But social unrest can grow, and if left unchecked, can lead to mass protests in provinces. If during an end of a decade check, either player has 4 or more mass protests, their state collapses and they lose the game.
If after all 4 decades have passed and neither state has collapsed, East Germany will be declared the winner. This is almost always how East Germany will win the game, thus forcing West Germany to focus on the strategy of trying to outpace East Germany while focusing on their living standards and working to collapse East's infrastructure.
So I've been really working hard on this tutorial for the Wir sind das Volk, and it's the 9th of November now. Before I was just kind of saying that because I was expecting to release the whole tutorial, but I really want to get it perfect, and I'm going to take a little bit more time with it, so I'll be releasing this maybe in a week or so. And I was kind of wanted to send a message out there saying that this is the 9th of November, and I hope that everyone is maybe reflecting on what happened. I know I was 15 years old. I was a freshman in high school in the U.S., in Buffalo, New York at the time when the wall fell. And it was really a huge, it really changed everyone's idea of what the world was. I mean, the Cold War, I was born in 1974. It was my whole life was the Cold War. And most people today, the Cold War kind of consumed their whole life. And now this was the start of the end of that, and now it's a whole different world, and it was since then. So this is a really important moment in history, and that's one of the reasons why I've been so excited about this game. And what I want to say is this tutorial, I'd like for, if anyone watching this now, before I kind of release the other videos, I'm going to release 2 more videos. One is kind of a general overview of the gameplay and the mechanics and so forth. And another video I'm going to do is going to be a full run through of an entire game, and so a little bit longer. If someone wants to get in even more detail, but what I was thinking is if people could, if anyone who watched this could send me some reflections on when you were first learning to play the game, what were some of the questions you had? What are some of the issues that came up that sent you to look at the forums in this game's page on Board Game Geek, and I would say that the two designers are excellent, and they answer almost every single question that is on that forum, and they answer with really great clarity, and they've been really big help with me learning to play the game. And I would say it took me about 3 or 4 plays before. Actually, I played it 5 times. And even in the last time I played, there was like maybe 1 or 2 things that I realize later, oh, I think I got that wrong, because at that time we didn't really want to keep looking up the rules for every single slight question we might have had. So I'm hoping that in this video it can really kind of collect all of these questions and put them in there, so that someone who's new coming into it might be aware of these questions that maybe if they're going through the rules, or if they're going to over to someone's house to play, that they really have a really good understanding and be aware of some of the things that maybe you did wrong without realizing it. Okay, so thanks, and I'll be starting to post the full tutorials and then the full run through in a week or two, and hopefully that'll be great. Thanks. Enjoy.